Welcome back to One Comic Book a Day, where we're covering Adventure Comics 179, the wackiest inventions in the world, which sounds like America's most funniest home videos or something the Fox network would have aired in the late 90s. Guess that ages me a bit. Fox doesn't do that anymore, I don't believe. Like their most thrilling or dangerous police chases or any of those dangerous animal specials they did. Really cheap and easy to do, which Fox needed when it was fairly young. But we're not talking about the fine programming at the Fox network. I feel like that's a Simpsons joke. We are talking about this adventure comic story revolving around Superboy. They aimed for competent and then ended up with something a little dull and lifeless. It ends up being incredibly repetitive, which is a complaint I give a lot of Golden Age Superboy or Superman stories. Here we have a bunch of bad inventions. They're bad on paper and they're just bad. Where Superboy has to keep saving the inventors, but he makes it seem like the invention is working because he doesn't have the heart to tell them that their invention is really dumb and would probably get them killed. Guess that makes somewhat sense. There is a nefarious conman financier, kind of like a Wilbur Wolfingham, but probably a lot more competent. I've used competent too much in this already. But he seems smarter, and he's less of a caricature of a fake rich man like Wilbur Wolfingham is. If you forgot who Wilbur Wolfingham is, he was a recurring Superman villain who eventually just kind of disappeared, who was a flim-flam con man type character. He kind of looked like a caricature of a rich man, but he wasn't rich. Honestly, we probably could have made this Wilbur Wolfingham, a younger Wilbur Wolfingham, seeing that he's not Superman yet. He has figured out what's happening and knows Superboy won't tell them, and he plans to sell stock in each one of these inventions as long as Superboy makes them seem like they're perfectly workable. So that leaves it up to Superboy to basically outsmart him at the end. Now, I say this is repetitive because you can see how the story works on paper. A bunch of inventions go wrong, Superboy makes him pay for it, sort of. He doesn't like do anything exceptionally exciting. And then he finds other ways these inventions actually work without the inventors actually thinking that's how that was supposed to work. They inadvertently invented something much better. I guess debatably, I didn't find a lot of the solutions to what these inventions could really be used for all that practical, but I guess it's something. They tried to give everybody a happy ending except for the bad financier. But the story is just filler. You have 5 inventions. It's more than 3 where something is going wrong and Superboy has to get involved. And we just see that over and over and over again. And because we're going through these quickly, the build is very small to build up tension. So there isn't actually much tension in any of these scenes. Like no one, except for like the inventor being in danger. There's a lot you can do there, especially if you were to say have all these inventions happening simultaneously and you had to save like 5 of these guys at the same time. Now we're talking about something, but instead we just jump from one scene to the next and the next, and they're all basically at the same threat level, which is pretty low to begin with when it comes with Superboy saving somebody when he's already there, up on them the entire time, like a safety net. And all he really has to do is force the financier to get on one of these before he admits to something. I'm now running out of things to say. It seems competent, but it's just boring, unfortunately. They needed to find a way to essentially focus things into becoming a little more exciting. We need excitement in a comic where this boy can basically do whatever he wants. Like I said, I want the sort of wacky, big, fantastical things to go up against because without it, we just kind of end up with a character who's barely even trying most of the time. Okay, that is it from Adventure Comics 179. The wackiest inventions in the world. Or the world's wackiest inventions. Crap, I screwed up the title again. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe with the bell icon to get notifications when new video goes up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Friday is Bat Friday, where I cover a Batman story in either Detective Comics or Batman. And until next time, let's ponder the question, whatever did happen to the boy of tomorrow? And though these inventions created something that's supposedly better, we will never see it again in the world, because there is no continuity. Okay, have a great day.